shows charges from associate attorneys, paralegals, and other staff members I've never spoken to before. Am I being ripped off? So before I jump into my answer, which is going to tend toward giving your attorney the benefit of the doubt, at least at first, I want to underscore that you should not receive a bill with a bunch of unknown names charging you for things you don't understand. If the partner you spoke to when you signed up with the law firm planned to delegate a non-negligible portion of your work, he or she should have explained that to you in your initial consultation. In fact, the fact that some of your work could be handled by paralegals or more junior attorneys should have been a selling point during the consultation. Pushing work down to competent staff with lower billable hour rates is a great way to save you money. Think about it this way. If a partner charges $600 per hour and only files a particular registration form twice a year, so it takes him twice as long as it ought to, a full hour's worth of work, and a paralegal bills out at $250 an hour and does these filings constantly, so she's twice as efficient as the partner and handles it in 30 minutes flat, this would be significant cost savings for you, only $125 rather than $300 to get the filing done. If work assignments are appropriately delegated in this manner, these savings can really add up, and ideally you'll be getting the most competent person to handle each aspect of the work. That's the best case scenario. Random names can show up on your bill for a whole host of other reasons as well. First, internal staff turnover. If someone quits, or if the firm terminates one of the people staffed on your matter, the partner usually is not going to be particularly transparent about what happened. They also aren't going to be transparent about the amount of duplicative work that results from this change in staffing, but you can bet that they're going to charge you for it. There's also training junior associates. So your partner might have a very junior associate who's never done the type of work that you require, and that person might be told to create a first draft of your contract, brief, or other legal document. Now, the piece of utter garbage that this junior associate creates will take 3 times as long as it should have, and it's going to be completely unusable until the partner or a more senior associate revises it. You can bet you'll be charged for all of the junior associate's training time, as well as all of the senior associate's revision time, notwithstanding that the senior associate could have drafted a better document from scratch in half the time. Law firms like to claim that the junior associates are billed out at a lower rate and that it all evens out. You can probably guess my opinion as to that justification. Then there are lazy partners. All too many partners will have their paralegal or associate draft client emails for them. The partner will often send that email as is, sometimes without even bothering to review it. The email itself may or may not have been generated by ChatGPT, and if it was, the staffer may well bill for it based on how much time they estimate it would have taken a real person to actually write the message from scratch. The partner definitely guesses at how much time it would have taken him to reply from scratch. You are then billed for all of this trash, both the random associates or the paralegal's time and the partner's phony time. Next, sloppy billing. Mistakes happen to everyone, including me. Even the most meticulous attorney can transpose 2 digits on a file number or accidentally click the wrong client matter, and the mistake might not get caught even after the bill goes out. If you see a line item on your bill from a strange attorney with a description of work performed that seems totally irrelevant to you, it was likely an honest mistake. You can and should bring all of these concerns to your lawyer's attention, but especially this one. We do not want to make this type of mistake, and we will fix it immediately once it's pointed out to us. Finally, we have true horseshit. And with apologies for the language, there's really no better way to classify this category. This is the realm of the scumbag lawyers that give the rest of us a bad name. These are the attorneys who not only inflate time, which is despicable enough, but they flat out just make shit up and dump it onto your bill. Most of them have figured out which clients don't check their bills very carefully, and they'll keep doing this crap more and more egregiously unless and until they get caught by a client and called out. Then maybe they'll stop or cut back for that one client that caught them. This is by no means every attorney. In fact, it's really not even most attorneys, but it does happen more than it should. If it happens to you, don't just let it slide. Challenge them on it and feel free to file a grievance with your bar association for truly egregious offenses, especially ones that aren't resolved to your satisfaction. Ethical attorneys hate these guys as much as you do. I've said it before, and I'm sure I'll say it again. Transparency and trust are essential in the attorney-client relationship. If you're second guessing every single line item on every single bill, you either need a new lawyer or you need to check yourself. But if you're confused as to why something was necessary or why an unfamiliar name now seems to be an integral player in your case, you have every right to ask about it, and you are entitled to a satisfactory explanation. Business owners, does it bother you when you see names of lawyers and staff that you've never directly interacted with appear on your bill?